St. Cloud Police Department, make yourself known! Shots fired! Face away from me! Stop! Face away! Stop! Hey, stand up! Get it off!
It all started with a 911 call from a child.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
I think my dad just shot himself, bro.
I walked into the bathroom after we shot her multiple times. He shot her as he was looking at me.
On August 24th, 2024, a quiet neighborhood in St. Cloud, Florida was shattered by a single 911 call. The caller was a child. Their father, 48-year-old Jose Manuel Otero-Fontanez, was armed, and inside that house, something irreversible had already happened. Within minutes, what began as a domestic disturbance would escalate into a deadly standoff, and a family would never be the same.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
I think my dad just shot himself, bro.
You have them back on the line?
Like now.
I don't know, upstairs. I took my brother with me. We're outside.
Okay, but you said your dad? Where's your dad?
My dad is upstairs with the gun. I don't know. He went back to the room. We're going to our neighbor's house right now because I just can't.
I need to get his description. Is he black, white, or Hispanic?
We're Hispanic. We're Puerto Rican.
The caller was a child, and their words stopped everything. Their father had shot their mother. He had gone back upstairs. He was still in the house, still armed. The dispatcher pressed for details. How many shots had been fired? The child didn't know. Where exactly was he? They couldn't say. All they knew was that their mother had been shot. Their father was still up there, and help hadn't arrived yet. Every second on that call felt like borrowed time.
Hello, this is 911. Hello, this is 911.
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, what's the address of the emergency?
My neighbor's father just killed my mom. Like they're right next door.
We do have units responding already. We do have units responding already. Can you confirm the address, please?
276 address, but their house is the one right next to it.
Okay. So you're 27 juveniles with you?
Yes. Yes, I have their children. Yeah, the children's over here with us. And yeah.
Okay. Without putting yourself in any danger. Listen, I need you to listen only to me, okay? This is very important. Without putting yourself in any danger, can you tell me if there's any vehicles in their driveway and what they look like?
They have 3 vehicles in their driveway. They have like white car, like 2 SUVs, I think. I'm not really sure, but they have a 2-floor house. It's the only 2-floor house that's next to us.
It's a 2-story house?
We need somebody here, like, what happened?
You said they live in a 2-story house?
Yes.
A neighbor joined the call and confirmed the children were safe at her home. The house was a 2-story residence with 3 vehicles in the driveway, the only one like it on the street. Then the father stepped outside briefly before retreating back inside. Dispatchers kept their voices steady. Stay inside, away from windows, don't move. The suspect's location inside the house was unknown.
All right, looks like I have a couple officers and everyone stay inside until we need you to come out, okay?
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Do you know if you're welcome. Do you know if the gentleman is still in the house?
We don't know if he's still in the house right now.
Okay, do you know what he looks like today, what he's wearing or anything?
I don't know what he's wearing, but he has like short hair, like pretty short hair, muscular guy. And I think he's called like 5 foot, maybe 5'4". He's Hispanic, not too dark skin.
So muscular, with short hair, and what skin?
Just like tan, Caucasian.
Okay.
By the time officers arrived, the house was already surrounded and the entire neighborhood was ordered indoors. One neighbor tried to step outside and came face to face with the suspect standing in front of the house. She ran back in and slammed the garage shut. The dispatcher guided her through it, one instruction at a time, while officers outside braced for whatever was coming next.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm his mom. I'm the neighbor, next door neighbor. I literally just tried to go outside, and he stepped out of the house.
The man stepped out of the house?
I came running inside.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in the front of the house, and I came inside and closed my garage. I cannot go outside.
No problem. That's perfectly fine. I want you to keep yourself safe. They're just trying to secure the area, but let me talk to them 1 second. Please don't hang up.
please. Yes, please. Y en otro momento la policía está para cualquier otra cosa al segundo. Ahora es 1,000,000 de
I'm here
preguntas.
with you guys. Just make sure your doors and windows are locked, okay?
They're outside? They're outside? Okay.
Yes, we told the neighbor to go north. We believe he disconnected. He should be going outside. Our team is still online.
We're up. Let's go. This is our house right here. Go to the doors. This is 64. Vic, neighbors? Got it.
50's neighbors right now.
We told the 1027 to step outside and go north, and he's now saying that the subject step outside of his house.
St. Cloud Police Department, make yourself known! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Shots fired.
Ganesh, go to the back. Go to the back.
Take two. Come on.
Go with him, Lamont. One shot out the front door from the suspect.
The dispatcher stayed on the line as officers moved fast outside. Positions were taken, backup was called, and a K-9 unit was requested as the situation escalated. There was still no visual on the suspect, no movement, no sound. The dispatcher reassured those inside, praising them for staying calm, while tactical decisions unfolded in real time. Eventually, confident the residents were secure, the dispatcher ended the call. But outside, the standoff was far from over.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, is there anything you just need to keep on the line?
I just want to keep you guys on the line so I have a direct connect with you in case they need you guys to do something else, okay? I just want everyone to stay inside. That's very important.
Si ustedes pueden quedar en una habitación que no tiene nada y todo eso, quedar en la línea está quedando en esa chiquita habitación, eso es. Oh my God.
I'm still here with you. I'm just going to be quiet because I'm taking care of something, but don't hang up.
Yeah.
That's 10-4, Lima 4. Can you get in my truck and pull it up a little bit closer? I'm going to have to put the dog up on this one.
On a noddle, do you want us to move up the best?
Hey, we need someone still to make announcements to this guy, if we can go from PA or somehow.
Officers advanced toward the residence, set up a perimeter, and called out, "St. Cloud Police Department, make yourself known." Silence. Then gunfire burst from the front door. Shots fired! Shots fired! Officers scattered, fell back, and took cover. In an instant, the standoff had turned into a war zone.
We gotta keep everybody collected here. I don't know if they're worth anything. If you want to start interviewing, and see if they have any intel.
Are we trying to get that number for him? I keep getting them. They keep asking for it, but I don't know if they ever came through.
I'll find out.
Thank you.
LT, do you want to put a page out to patrol and have everybody?
The officer was telling me, the one that is outside my house, I'm the next door neighbor. He was telling me that if we got his phone number,
So who knows Jose Ortega?
they are his kids.
Okay, does anyone have a number for Jose?
Yes.
Okay, can I get the number?
With the t-shirt should have it. Understood.
Okay, what does your dad do? What is his job?
He builds like boats.
Okay, how many guns does he have?
They have one that's
Who was on the green side of the house?
They had a license for.
Okay.
Is it a pistol, a rifle,
I'm not sure.
It's a
handgun, finger gun?
yeah.
Handgun? Okay.
Yeah, Harrison, right.
Does he have any military experience?
No.
Thank you. And where are you at?
All right, thank you. Give me 1 second. Stay right here, okay?
The order was firm, verbal communication only, no PA, while the suspect was near the door. State police moved carefully toward the entrance, repeating instructions clearly: show your hands, face away from officers, do not move, and then compliance. The suspect emerged, was handcuffed, and taken into custody. The immediate threat was neutralized, but what had happened inside that house couldn't be undone.
All right, I'm taking verbals.
Only wager on verbals.
Let them know that. Let them know that.
Only wager on verbals. Only wager on verbals. Stay off PA once he makes his exit.
From Day Otero, the State Police Department. Come out to the front door with your hands up.
Face away from me! Stop!
Take away.
Stop! Hey, stand up! Get it all! Here.
Do not move.
Put your hands out! Put your hands out!
Don't move. You will be shot.
Get up. Get him up. Get him up. Shit.
Put him this way. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
At this moment, the neighbor was visibly panicked, urgently telling officers the victim was bleeding and needed immediate medical attention. Inside, the tactical team moved through the residence with precision. A live round was recovered from the suspect's pocket, gloved, bagged, and secured as evidence. The perimeter held, but the cost of what had unfolded was becoming impossible to ignore.
I just need somebody to get there. She's bleeding.
Take a breather. Just take a breather, okay?
She's bleeding on me. I'm scared. And the longer it takes it, the less the chance she has.
However, think of it like this, right? Let's say he brought one of his buddies and had him away in there. And if
He didn't.
but
They
if he
just get
did,
right
but
in there.
if he did, right? We don't know that for sure. If he could have, and if say he
came
did,
along,
though,
he was coming in.
I
I
got
but
you.
we don't,
But
we
have
don't know
to
that.
make those things
Everything we base
If we
off
start
of
sending
facts.
officers to Saver, now they die, it's going to be a whole other battle just to get her out now. We'd rather do it the safe way and the sure way to make sure everyone gets there safe and we can get to her as quick as possible.
Please
Okay?
make sure that's bad.
We will try.
She needs an ambulance.
Yes, we have officers going in right now.
Yeah, search this before we do this shit. Brad. Yep. Yo, you have gloves?
Yeah.
Grab that round right there. That just came out of his pocket. Take that shit. Take it off. Alright. Go in there. Put that in the evidence bag.
Are you down your rifle and everything?
Yeah.
All right, do that for me. So check the neighbors, check all that. Make sure
Who's
they're
doing
good.
the contamination
Emily
log?
has the contamination log.
She is way over there.
Okay.
So just have somebody else watching from the back.
Yes.
Shot at us to the front door. This can wager.
Sure. Wager, can you hold the contamination log till Emily gets back?
Yes.
Officers relayed a critical detail. The gunfire wasn't coming from upstairs, it was coming from the back kitchen. A drone was deployed through the open front door, and what it found was alarming. The suspect had a light on and was actively shooting at it. The moment officers announced themselves, a shot rang out before the words had barely left their mouths. A 9mm round was later found in his pocket. He had been ready. He had been waiting.
Where did you shoot, from the top floor? Nah, so the backside kitchen, I put the drone in and it looked like he had a light on it and it was just dumping rounds out. At the drone? Yeah. He came up first, just made an announcement saying call the police department, and then like 3 shots right there. And then peeled this way, me and Pat peeled back. We put the drone up, and as I got it through the door, because the door was open. Front door? Yeah, the front door was open. I got it in, and he started just dumping rounds at it.
And he just came out with his hands up?
Yeah.
You didn't want to shoot?
No. Yeah, it was Zig.
Okay. What are you shooting at? This pistol?
It looked,
I don't know.
something with a light.
They said he had a 9mm round in his pocket, so.
Yeah.
So y'all were stacked up in front of this window? Or like
We were approaching it. We were approaching it. Zig cleared the window. Pat was holding it. Right as he said something, just.
Yeah.
As soon as he announced, call police. Ow!
With the scene stabilized, officers sat down with the children, the only witnesses to what happened inside that house. One child described hearing their mother scream their name, running upstairs, and realizing their father had shot her. They had watched their mother running, telling him to stop, him right behind her, and then they saw the blood. 4 to 5 shots total, some before they reached the stairs, some while they were standing right there watching.
So you two were the only ones in the actual house at the time?
Yes.
Okay, who called 911 originally?
And then I was like.
So originally, who was the first person to call though?
I really don't know. I just heard. I heard.
Okay, so you two are in the house with mom and dad originally. You guys heard the shots and then you guys left, or?
I ran upstairs. He was screaming for my name. He shot him in front of me, and then I went to his room and I got him and we went out.
Okay, you ran out the house, then you went to the neighbor's house.
Yeah.
And then from the neighbor's house, you guys tried calling again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was, I think my brother was the one that did
Novel.
When you went up the stairs, what did you see exactly?
I saw my mom running, telling him to stop. Him behind her, I didn't understand what was going on. Honestly, I thought it was a fake gun that he was shooting her with, until I saw her and the blood when I walked into the house.
When you got upstairs originally, was she already shot, or?
He was shooting at her.
He was still, okay, so when you went upstairs, did you heard the shots then, or the fighting?
Yeah, I saw him still shooting at her, even though he saw me screaming at him.
Okay.
He shot her like 3 times, so I heard.
How many shots in total do you think
I
it
would
was?
say like 4 or 5.
Okay, so probably about 1 or 2 before you went up there, and then about 3
I would say the screaming, 1 shot, 3 shots, probably 4.
I just heard screaming and then I heard this one.
Yeah. Okay.
you were just inside, right?
Yeah.
Try and go over kind of what happened, what led up to this, as much detail as possible.
So I got home from Georgia yesterday night. My mom was on the couch. The reason why she was on the couch because my mom was fighting with her. So I was okay. You know, they're always fighting. So they're okay, whatever. You know, I went upstairs, whatever, went to sleep. Woke up today. She was downstairs. She had a trip tomorrow to go to California for work. So I had to do her nails. I fixed one of her nails. We were talking and she was telling me about fighting and why he was fighting. That he was accusing her of cheating, like always, with some boss that she had a long time ago. They were just good friends. They would, you know, my mom was never doing anything with that man, nothing. But he's like narcissistic, so he would pick up fights before any major event, like her leaving tomorrow. Of course, she's fighting with her, so I already called it. But anyways, it was fine. She was downstairs because they're not talking. I made hot dogs for me and my little brother to eat. She's still in the couch, you know. My My dad came, he had left, he came back with groceries. When he packed the groceries, went back upstairs. I went to my nail room to do my nails. I was in the middle doing my nails, and I heard her screaming.
Was she saying anything?
She was screaming, calling my name, and telling him to stop. That's when I heard the gunshot. I thought that it was a fake gun, to be honest with you. I thought that he was just trying to scare her until I walked into the bathroom after he shot her multiple times. He shot her as he was looking at me.
Unit in the canine truck. Can you park on your unit, please?
You walked in upstairs.
Yeah, I walked in upstairs as he was shooting her. She was in our bathroom. She was slumped over. I saw the blood. I didn't see that much blood, so I'm hoping she's still alive. I really am, because...
Can you describe, and this is your dad, correct?
This is my father.
Can you describe what your dad's wearing, what he looks like, what he has in his hands, and what he's doing?
I think he didn't have a shirt on. He didn't have a shirt on. I didn't see the gun. All I saw was the bullets on the floor.
Jose was transported to the station, agitated, disoriented, pacing. A neighbor outside had watched two figures burst from the house, desperate and terrified. He heard more shots after officers arrived and watched through his window as they moved toward the house, then retreated as the gunfire continued. Even with law enforcement on scene, the suspect wasn't done. Tragically, it was later confirmed that Jose's wife had not survived.
Jose, I'm gonna put this right here, okay? I'll put that right there.
No, he was gonna start washing the car, and he only saw the two kids coming out of there.
Okay.
That they were desperate.
Ahí les abrieron.
Que estaban desesperadamente
Tocando
la puerta.
Oh,
that they were desperately touching the door and ringing the doorbell.
Salieron de ahí, les abrieron, entraron y cerraron y yo seguí en lo mío.
Oh, okay. They came out, they went inside, and then he continued with what he was doing.
Y de repente fue cuando ya vi que llegaron patrullas y agentes de la policía y me dijeron que me entrara más bien.
Oh, okay. And then the officers came, and then they told him to come inside. And he,
Okay, so they told you
to
to
go
go inside.
inside.
Did you hear anything after that? Did you hear
¿Escuchaste algo
any
después?
gunshots or anything?
No, ya cuando la gente me hizo entrar,
¿Escuchaste el disparo?
escuché...
Cuando te dijeron que entrara.
Sí, ya cuando entré
When,
fue que...
when the officers told him to go inside, then he heard gunshots.
Okay, how many?
¿Cuánto escuchaste?
Dos.
Two.
Sure. And this would be after the kids went inside already? Inside the
Después que
neighbor's
los
house?
niños entraron?
Sí, eso fue al rato ya.
Yeah, he said
Ya,
after a bit.
Los disparos fue ya cuando estaban los agentes de la policía acá.
When the agents were already here, when the officers were already here, is when he heard the shots.
Did you by any chance see it happen? See the gunshots happen? Did you see the
¿Viste
police
los
run from
disparos?
them?
¿Viste los guardias corriendo? ¿Viste los disparos?
O cuando yo entré me asomé por la ventana y sí, cuando los disparos me asomé y los agentes estaban pues ahí
He said
resguardaban los carros.
Okay. He said when he heard them, he went to the window to look, and he saw when the officers were running. Cuando los oficiales se fueron corriendo.
Sí.
Okay.
Was it in like a really close time as to when the gunshots happened and they ran?
So, ¿escuchaste los disparos y después los oficiales fueron corriendo rápido?
No, ellos trataron de entrar a la casa y cuando él disparó, ellos se resguardaron en los carros. Ellos todos salieron.
Como se echaron para atrás. Okay. So he said that they all went to when they heard the gunshots, they all were going into the house, but then when they heard the gunshots, they retreated.
Sure. Okay.